Well, I'm on the phone with head football coach from Ellsworth, Dwayne Crawford. And, Coach, congratulations. A huge victory on TV, no less, over the Red Riots on Friday, 46-10. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun being on TV, and it definitely brought a different type of air to the game. They had five cameras up there, I think.
Yeah.
One in the end zone and 3 or 4 along the sidelines, and it was, a different atmosphere. But went up there and I wasn't sure what we were gonna do with quarterback. We'd repped Will Johnson all week long. He's a sophomore who plays defensive back for us, and repped him at quarterback and given Connor some reps as well at quarterback, and just in case he could go, and he did get cleared. So the plan was to just give him some limited reps, and he only played just one side of the ball, but everything seemed to click, and Javon Williams had a huge night. He just was playing on another level than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, the stats you forwarded to me: 14 carries, 162 yards, 5 touchdowns, and then defensively he had an interception.
Yeah, interception, and then we had they forced a safety, and he had a free kick, and which is essentially a punt, and that was a 62-yard punt on top of that. So I mean, he was in the zone, and he's a great athlete anyway, and so it was nice to see him get out there and do what I know he can do, and that just set the tempo for the whole game. I mean, they started off, they elected to receive, they fumbled on their first snap, and we picked it up and just drove right down the field, and I think within 3 minutes we're in the end zone, and defensively we did a pretty good job making sure that they didn't get to the outside for the most part. We gave up contain a couple of times, but so out of the three prongs that I said we had to do well in, contain and offensive line, we did those well. Our special teams was still not very good. I think their average starting spot on the field was probably their 40-yard line on kickoffs. So, and we had plenty of practice at it. We got a little better towards the end, which was good, but we still, for some reason, and even when I coached at MDI, we seemed to struggle with kickoffs down there as well, and I don't know why, but we're going to continue to refine and work on that and see if we can't do a better job with it.
Well, how did the players do in terms of health-wise coming out of the game?
I'm not going to answer that question, because every time I do, okay. I come to show up to practice Monday, and someone that wasn't hurt is hurt. So.
All right, well, we'll hope that everybody did okay.
Yeah, we came out of it. Malcolm Zvek, we took him out early in the game. The trainer looked at his hand. It looked like he had maybe a broken bone in his thumb, but he texted me this weekend, and X-rays were negative. So,
good.
I'm not sure what we're going to get out of him this week, but other than that, I think we're okay.
So you're on now down to East Machias on Friday night to take on the Washington Academy Raiders.
Yes, yeah, and actually, Coach McKay and I went to Dexter and scouted them on Saturday, and they've got a huge offensive defensive line. They have 3 backs in the backfield. They're kind of similar to what we have. They've got a big guy who runs the ball, who's also fairly fast, and then two fast backs, a quarterback and a wing back, and so we've got more of the same. We need to learn how to stay in our lanes on special teams, especially kickoff and punt, and if we don't, those speed guys are going to take advantage of us, and the offensive defensive line just has to be able to move those big bodies around, or it's going to be a long day.
That's actually probably a pretty. It was great that they played at Dexter, because you opened against Dexter, so it kind of gives you okay, this is how we did against Dexter, this is what they did, and it gives you a really good comparison point.
Yeah, it does, and I think they actually did a better job with Dexter than we did. The final score was 29-0, but they did a better job moving the ball against them. They just weren't able to finish out their drives. And then defensively, Dexter did pretty much the same thing they did to us. They'd have them stopped, and then they'd give up a big play. So, pretty similar, I think, on that front. And but it definitely being there let us see. It's hard to tell when you're breaking down film the speed of the game. So that's the big thing when you go scouting is you can determine how fast these teams really are and what they have. So it was nice to see him down there against someone that we just played. What
do you work on this week?
We work on defense. Once again, contain, teaching our players to go outside in instead of inside out, and special teams, and then back with the offense. We've got everything solidified there, offensive line in the backfield, so just work on cleaning some of that stuff up, and a new challenge with the defense they run. There's some blocking schemes that we have to change, so plenty to work on all week long, and it looks like we might have some rain we have to deal with. So
yes.
That'll definitely throw a wrench in some of our plans. So.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to have one day of real heavy rain. Yeah. But we need it. So, I mean, the ground. Yeah. The good thing is every field it needs as much rain as it can get. Right.
Yeah, it does. Fortunately, we're irrigated, so our field has been fairly good shape.
Everyone, with the exception of Ellsworth, needs as much rain as they can get.
It won't hurt any of them, that's for sure. But yeah, so tonight will be a work night, which usually, it's a night that we install everything we're going to do for the week and take our times walking through it. But it'll be a work night tonight because tomorrow night will probably be film session or walk through in the gym or whatever we can do. So.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Have a good week. We'll talk to you on Friday, and as you get ready to take on WA next week down in East Machias.
Thanks, Chris.